So 2 subscribers sent me a couple of AOKs and I want to unbox them in this video. And you don't want to miss it because some of the books that were sent to me might actually be sent to you at some point. If you're curious what I received and what you might receive, stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, we are going to unbox 2 AOKs, and you might want to stay tuned because I also may have a little something extra for you guys in this video. This first AOK comes from Hunter, and you might remember that Hunter was the guy that actually inspired one of my videos recently. He actually sent this AOK, and I want to share with you guys what he actually sent over. But before I show you the books, I actually want to read a little bit of the note that he placed inside of here. He says, "Brother, here is a little thank you for all the time and energy you put into your channel. Your channel has been a really cool outlet to enjoy and look forward to. With all that goes on in the world, this hobby, what you're giving people is a nice breather. I hope nothing but great things for you and your family." He goes on to say some other things in here, but I thought it was just important to acknowledge some of the kind words that Hunter actually shared with me in this letter. So Hunter, shout out to you, brother, for taking the time to write this wonderful letter, but also for the awesome books that you sent over to me. One of the books that he sent me is a book that I actually needed. It was on my list. Now, what's crazy is in the interim, somebody else actually sent this book to me. This right here is a nicer copy. The other nice copy, it will probably find its way to someone else's home at some point in the future. This book right here, Amazing Spider-Man King Size Annual number 15. Definitely a really cool book. It is a book that I needed. In fact, it is the last book that was on my list for annuals for my run of ASM. I think it's the last of the book that I needed between one. No, I take that back. I still need number 2. I saw number 2 today. Super expensive. This was the second to last book that I needed on that list. But again, definitely a really cool book that I'm pleased to have in the collection. The other one that I received just, I think, last week will find its way to someone else's home, someone else's collection. This other book right here that he sent over to me is Venom number 1. This is a variant, and I believe that this is a Mark Bagley cover. And you guys know how I feel about Mark Bagley. He is definitely up there on my top list because I basically grew up with Mark Bagley as an artist on Spider-Man. So this is definitely a cool book. Very, very nice copy of this book. The next one, I'm not sure who this is. It says Tyler Kirkham down here. Let me check the note. Let's see what he says about this. Con. Oh, we forgot something. We forgot something. This book was actually signed by Donny Cates. So I think it was Mark Bagley artwork and a Donny Cates signature. I actually missed it. It is right there. So thank goodness I actually read the note there because we definitely would have missed that. This book, I'm not sure what this one is, but it is a dope cover. And it is actually a book that I've seen before, but not a book that I own. That's cool. That is a cool cover featuring the classic costume for Spider-Man and then the black costume as well. Definitely a cool cover there. I may need to pull this one out to see what book that is because I honestly can't remember. But another thing that he sent over, which I get a real kick out of, is this Ryan Stegman sketchbook. How cool is that? There are some amazing sketches inside this thing. I mean, look at this artwork. Look at this artwork. Ryan Stegman is a talented dude, and for those that don't know, he's actually working on Venom, or I think he's still on Venom, but some of those really early Venom books, man, there is some wonderful artwork in here. So again, Hunter, brother, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate you sending over this AOK. It is awesome. Some fantastic covers. Some fantastic, of course, that signature is really awesome from Donny Cates. And again, brother, I want to thank you for sending over this AOK. The last thing that I want to show you guys is actually a box that came in, and I don't have the person's permission to say who they are, but we'll just go with Ayo. Ayo sent me an A-OK. And again, some of the books that I'm actually going to show you guys may find their way to an A-OK for you. And so let's take a quick look at some of these books. The very first one that is on the stack is a cool Spawn cover. I actually only have one copy of Spawn in my entire collection. And I collected back in the 90s, but for some reason or another, I only had one copy of Spawn. So here's a second copy of Spawn, definitely a cool one. And then the rest of these, by and large, are Amazing Spider-Man. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 241. And I think these books, if I remember correctly, were actually found in an attic or something like that, mostly unbagged and boarded. Here is Amazing Spider-Man. I don't even know what number this is. I actually think this is like one of those promotional giveaways that came out. This is AIM toothpaste, if you guys remember that. I actually don't have that in the collection, but that's cool. That's a cool book. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 242. Cool book there. I have a couple of copies of that. Here is 243. And I will bag and board these books just as soon as I wrap up this video. Here is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. I think this is, number 75. Cool book right there. I don't have a whole lot of Peter Parker books, but I do have a couple of copies of this one. Here is 77. For some reason or another, there are certain books that just find their way to your collection, and I think I have several copies of that one. Here's another Amazing Spider-Man, number 244. And then the very last book in here is, I think it's High Level. High Level, this is from Vertigo, DC's imprint. Really cool cover right there. And again, this stack of books came from Ayo. And again, if I remember correctly, it was actually found in an attic. There were some price variance books that were found in there as well, but these were sent over for the purpose of me being able to pass them back to someone else in the comic book community. So before I let you guys go, the last thing that I want to show you is this book right here. This is this week's Go Collect giveaway. Huge shout out to Go Collect for putting us in a position to be able to give these slabs away every single week. This one right here is New Teen Titans number 2 from 1980. It is an 8.0 with white pages, and this is the first appearance of Deathstroke. It's also signed by Marv Wolfman. So this book could be yours, and all you have to do is to be a subscriber of the channel. You go over to the community tab. You find the post where I'm talking about this book. You click the MailChimp link. You enter 3 pieces of information. 2 of them are personal to you. And the last one is a phrase. And the phrase is Marv Wolfman. And let's spell it, because spelling might actually count on this one. It is M-A-R-V space Wolfman. One word. W-O-L-F-M-A-N. Marv Wolfman is the phrase that you need to enter the contest and hopefully have a shot at snagging this book for your collection.